In this video, I'm going to have a non-technical discussion about Open, Claude, Claudebot, Maltbot, whatever they're calling it now. If you're a business leader and you've not explored where agentic AI is going, this video is supposed to be a non-technical video. That's the idea, to discuss what it might look in the future. So I talked before about this idea of AI agents, bots, whatever, being able to self-learn. So give them self-feedback, look at if what they've done meets the requirements, and then remember that for future occasions. So if you're using ChatGPT, so the moment you type stuff in, it gives you an answer. That's a completely different process. What I'm saying in the future, we'll have a bookkeeping bot that will work alongside your bookkeeper, and it will learn everything about bookkeeping and your business, and it will do 80% of the work. The last 20%, you need what's called human in the loop. You might start to see the acronym for that because it will make mistakes. It's a bit like employing a school leaver and giving them the keys to your business. Now, this is the problem. Because you can do something doesn't mean that you should. And right now, this Open Claude, Claudebot, Maltbot, whatever we're calling it this week, is only suitable for use in the lab. And it's doing some quite interesting things. It's created its own religion. It's created its own social media platform. It's created its own job board. And it's got a humans job board. So the AI can pay humans to do tasks it can't figure out. Yes, okay. The big problem is it's also got a lot of cryptocurrency scams. And recently I noticed in the last couple of days that it started to look at the psychology of cats and use that as a basis for learning how to interact with humans. It's all very interesting stuff, but where is this taking us? Well, at the moment, it's taking us into a position where, as I said many times, you need to manage, lead, and control this. Your AI evangelist in your business needs to understand the risks and the opportunities here. At the moment, it's definitely a very techie thing, but people are going to start to want to use these tools because they're such a big time saver, but they're going to make lots of mistakes. They're going to hallucinate. I'm going to be doing some videos of having AI do more work on search engine optimization on my website. We don't get a lot of leads for my managed IT services company through the website. So I thought, what's the harm, really? If it says stuff that's not true, if I speak to people, I will tell them, hey, AI has been creating my website. Hopefully it won't do anything immoral. And that's another thing I want to talk about. There's three kind of types of laws, because lawfare is going to be a big problem with AI. There's laws that you can only commit by deliberately committing the crime, such as murder. But then there's laws that you could commit accidentally, like manslaughter, where you had no criminal intent, but nevertheless you were negligent. And then there's laws that you can break through no knowledge. And they're the most risky ones because your AI agent could commit a crime. You don't know about it, but you're liable for the consequences. AI has already started to create court cases. So the law is going to need to really, really, really catch up with this. At the moment, it's a very arcane system, lots and lots of processes, lots of very, very slow processes, which is why we're not going to talk about politics, but which is why in the UK and lots of other countries there's such a backlog because they're not keeping on top of tech. I don't want to get into it too much. That's not really what we're talking about. But what I want you to think about what's happening in the future. So we're going to have these agentic staff. Somebody's going to have to manage them. The best person to manage them is the person that does that job already in your organization. And if you think for 1 minute, by the way, like take me, put my system administration hat on, I can ask ChatGPT, Claude, whatever, for help. But often what it says is completely wrong, absolute nonsense. If you just rely on that, you're going to put your business at massive risk. It's fine if you've got a little thing that you're doing as a part-time job. If you've got business with a team of people, you can't be doing that. You're going to run into so many problems. So what I want you to think about is have your AI evangelist, or if you're the AI evangelist, start making lists of high-risk things, low-risk things, opportunities, areas where you need to define where the law could be broken by AI, and make sure you're recording all this information. Because once you've got this recorded, you can then start to feed that into the tools when they become available. If nothing's documented, and I've done many videos on process documentation, if you've got your process documented already, AI can use that as a starting point. If you don't have it documented, that's going to be the first step. It's going to take a lot longer. So having people create processes is great. People think, well, it's going to put me out of a job. It's not. It's going to enable people to do a much better job and enable you to succeed. You've only got to be a little bit ahead of your competitors, because fundamentally, in the next 5 years, our work is going to change. Whether you're a bricklayer, a roofer, you're an accountant, solicitor, our jobs are all going to change. And the sooner that you accept that and you start using the tools, learning about the tools, and realizing that, like new technologies, always unreliable, the sooner that you'll be able to be ahead of the competition. If you leave it till later, you'll be behind, which is okay to a point, but it means you're missing out on the financial opportunity of using new technology. And it's such a big change. It's way bigger than the internet coming on. So think about what you need to do. If you've got any questions, thoughts, ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you if I can help you understand how you can safely use IT, AI even. I'd love to have a conversation with you about how you can safely use AI in your business. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.